As that news story shows you, Grieve scored his first goal of the season and by doing so guaranteed us playoff football this season. That goal came against them. We just won on the final day 1-0 at home against Portsmouth. Now we need to do that again, twice, if possible, to guarantee progression to the playoff final. I didn't show you, actually, the league table at the end of the last episode. So, as you can quite clearly see there, Barnsley have Peterborough in their half of the playoffs, and they've won the first leg at London Road by 3-2. We knew that it was a battle on the final day between Derby and Barnsley as to who got second place. They drew. So Derby stayed in second. Bolton very, very nearly get themselves a 100-point season. And Peterborough were able to stay in the playoffs at the expense of Charlton, who weren't able to close the gap. Ultimately, in the end, 72, 73, 74. The points difference between ourselves, Peterborough and Portsmouth. And as you can see, Barnsley were definitely the better of those in the playoffs. Barnsley we've drawn 2-2 with and lost 3-2 with. Peterborough we've lost to this season. Portsmouth we've beaten this season. Probably the one side we wanted of the other three in the semi-finals. I say that ahead of probably now losing this playoff semi-final doubleheader and heading into next season in League One again. Port Vale relegated, Burton relegated, Carlisle relegated, all on 42 points. Cheltenham on 44, Exeter survive. We'll have a full season roundup at the end of the episode with the playoff final being today if we get there, and the full season will be finished. And then we'll have a player awards ceremony tomorrow with a goal of the season competition for you guys to vote on as well. But we cannot focus on anything other than the task at hand, which is the playoffs. We're saying thank you to Disco, Wayne and Leonator for your support in the comment section. Thank you very much indeed. On the board behind me, I as of yet don't have any questions added for the press conference. Quite frankly, I think I just need to put all of my focus into this first leg against Pompey, and then if it goes well, then we'll take some questions. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more of this realistic road to glory. Here goes our first attempt at getting out of this league. Couple of changes to Portsmouth's defeat to us on the final day. McIntyre in at centre-back ahead of Ben Bessemer. Sadie up top in place of Bishop. But he is quicker, and maybe they've learnt from the game against us on matchday 46. They have lost 3 straight games now. They lost matchday 44, 5 and 6, not just the game against us. So they're trying something different. They know what they did in the league didn't work. We know what we did in the league did work. So Gassan out and Grieve in. Soleil is unhappy at the moment, but I'm sure he will get over that, and we'll, fingers crossed, get the result we are absolutely desperate for and get ourselves to the playoff final. But first, Pompey twice. Roofy's actually available out there wide. Touch decent. Touch not quite that decent. Took him 2 attempts to get it under control. It's fine. Digby spreads it. Bennett's got Soleil down the line who's calling for it. Can't get away from his man though. His touch was poor and we're letting ourselves down in this opening part of this game. Our control of the football has not been up to standard. Nerves with everybody here. Apart from Jack Stevens. He is solid as a bloody rock, lads. Robertson with the corner for them then, as they look to take the first goal of the playoffs here in this double header. Pompey versus Cambridge United is well underway. And in a minute, it's all bloody Pompey. Stevens in the way again though. And we will break. And we'll look to break hard. Obviously they're missing... Oh no, never mind. It was the Northampton I was thinking of, the red card of McWilliams against Northampton in the last episode. It's a nice run by Lancaster into the channel. Back to Liam Bennett, out of his feet. We know his crossing's decent. It's dangerously floated. It was Rafferty that got to that. It'll be a corner. Danny Andrew with that wand of a left foot to deliver. It's not bad. McIntyre's up to get away. Soleil get it inside. Jack under control. Finds Digby. Looking for Grieve. The man to get the goal to give us that 1-0 win in the league yesterday. Or sorry, on Friday. This will be Monday's video. Dangerous ball. But a dangerous ball that doesn't find anyone. And Pompey already quite happy to just lump it clear. Anywhere will do for them defensively right now. They are feeling the pressure. We mentioned a red card. There's another one. Connor Ogilvie gets himself sent off in this playoff first leg with a horrendous challenge through the back of Soleil Kaikai. Is that the deciding factor over both legs? Soleil with the free kick to deliver it, which he does well. McIntyre wins that. Digby's going to try and win this. It'll fall here to Danny Andrew, who strikes the bar. Unbelievable effort. Looking for a man in the middle again. Can't get it to him. Now I expect plenty of Cambridge United pressure. Again with another ball, this time not anywhere near as good. Oh, Morel, unbelievable footwork. Christian Sadie turns. Zeno's in the way. Lancaster breaking. Oh, the chance. Come on, Alex Grieve. It's a decent first touch, but McIntyre deals with it. And Matt Macy rushes the clearance. Win this, win this, win this. Get it forward. To decide which way to go. Jordan Cousins is the man in the box. Matt Macy with a lovely save. Big tall boy, needed every inch of that range to get to it. Danny Andrew delivers. Oh, and Portsmouth won't clear again. Portsmouth will clear again. Lancaster spread it out wide. We need to make this extra man advantage pay. We've got to. We won't get a better opportunity in a playoff semi-final in any division than having a man sent off in the opening few moments of a semi-final first leg. But people are falling over themselves here trying to get the ball forward. And here come Pompey. And Kamara is in and he's quick. And the little back heel is good. And Sadie's quick too. Morel. Stevens saves. The 10 men take the lead. The ball falls back to Morel, and he's buried it. And we find ourselves behind here. Morel in behind. Where's the ball going to go? Don't you dare, ref. Lovely ball, Zeno. Not such a good first touch by Jack Lancaster. Used an arm. Prick. Free kick for Portsmouth. They're going to lay this off, aren't they? Yeah. Support. Oh, he's somehow jinked past me there. Kamara with the effort. Blocked well. No foul. Play continues. Rofes overruns it. Loses the ball. Can't win it back again. Robertson. Rafferty. There is another opportunity, of course, in the second leg to turn this scoreline around. But will we be able to do it? Grieve looking to get through the middle here. Grieve still going. The defender thought we were going to go out wide to George Thomas. We did not. He anticipated the ball to the free man. Alex Grieve scores again for Cambridge United against Portsmouth. We completely bamboozled the back line. And by racing away, I mean, you can understand why the defender here is hesitant to close him down, leaving a man free. Caught in two minds, had to make a decision, made the wrong one. Grieve scores again. Come on, the Illers! Morel. They're just going sideways and backwards again here now, Portsmouth. They don't know where to go. I think they're trying to hold on to the 1-1 and not concede again. I have no idea who fouled who there, but the referee said advantage to Portsmouth. Zeno will win that header. Lancaster to Brophy. Grieve is in space here. We use the left back. Brophy making the run. Come on, Brofs. He's in behind here. Got Lancaster in the middle. If I can find the ball, which we can. There's the goal! There's the goal! Jack Lancaster cups an ear to the fans. Can you hear the noise around the Cladara Abbey Stadium? What a turnaround against the 10 men. Cambridge 2, Portsmouth 1. Brophy with a breakaway. Lancaster lashes it into the back of the net, and the U's are in front. Lang. Option out wide. Rafferty going. Danny Andrew trying to get there. Trying still. Zach Jones in the way. I was calling Jack Zones. Great strike. Great save. Jack Stevens, the man again. Could be underneath this with Grieve. It's handball and favour goes in Portsmouth's way. A minute added on though. Looks like we might be, provided we can force them sideways or backwards here. About to win leg 1 by 2 goals to 1. They went down to 10 men very early on, then took the lead of the game early on in the second half, and we rebound. Still, we have to go down to Fratton Park and do it all over again. Cambridge 2, Portsmouth 1, on to leg 2. After the horrendous roller coaster of emotions there, let's calm things down with a question from Carter. If you do get promotion via the playoffs, title or automatics, are you planning on signing like 10 to 15 new players or giving mostly the real-life Cambridge squad a chance in a higher division? We will sign or try and have the strongest squad possible. If that involves the real-life Cambridge players that are still contracted at the club, then it will do. If it doesn't, then it won't. Ultimately, no player is bigger than the club. We've already got a lot of players set to leave with their contracts expiring as we match the retained list for Cambridge United IRL. We've got youth players in the youth team that are working their way into the first team squad now, set to go out on loan. If we get promoted, we will have a bigger transfer budget than we do this season or would next season if we stay in League One. Ultimately, who knows? It depends who's available on a free. If we think maybe we can sign someone and improve at a position and need to sell someone in order to do so, then we will look to, but of course we will only accept realistic transfer bids, regardless of whether we do or don't want to sell anyone. I'm not just going to accept any bid from anyone to get someone out of the club. We're still going to do it the realistic way. Let's go to leg 2. 4 straight defeats for Portsmouth now. Obviously, Ogilvy is suspended, so Sparks comes in his place at left back. I think it's a very similar side. Might be the exact same 11. Macy in goal ahead of Norris, but that was Macy in goal for the first leg. Norris was in goal for the league game. I think that might be... No, Kamara was on the left-hand side, wasn't he? Dropped for Lane. Dropped from the entire squad, in fact. Intriguing. All we need to do is not lose. Ches, don't lose. I could go full dickhead mode and try and just keep the ball away from them for 90 minutes, but that's probably not the way to go. That's certainly not the way to tackle. Brophy's away here. Danny Andrew with him. We know how good Andrew's crossing is. Looking for Jack Lancaster in the middle. It's cleared. Not quite able to find his man. Similar to the start of the first game, anywhere will do for Pompey defensively as we put the pressure on. Expecting them to press quite a bit in these early stages as they really need to take the initiative in this first opening part of the game. They need to get themselves back level as soon as possible to give themselves enough time to go and get another, to get a goal to go in front. George Thomas will deliver this free kick though, given for handball, and it's delivered well, and Brophy's up. It'll come back towards Thomas, but unfortunately no opportunity on goal for us so far. We don't need to score, but it would be lovely to do so. And Lowry, Sadie, Lowry again. Lovely ball out to Lang. Lang in the box. Lang looking dangerous. Marlon Pack turns well, fires wide, supporting post only. Lane and Lang. And Lane again. Sadie with options. One could be to turn and shoot. One could be to find his teammate. Marlon Pack finds Sadie again. Just trying not to foul anyone and give away a bloody penalty at the moment. Standing firm in front. Don't give an inch. Maybe try and stay on your feet though. That would help. Corner ball Portsmouth. Corner ball Portsmouth. Marlon Pack to take it short. And Lang. See those Cambridge fans behind the stand. Danny Andrew tries to fire it away. And we will ease the pressure on our backline. Half an hour in here. No obvious chance for either side to score a goal yet. Lovely turn by Liam Bennett there though. Greaves made the run and through the gap. Alex Greaves' movement has been fantastic so far since his arrival at the club. And he loves playing against Portsmouth thus far in his Cambridge United career, that's for sure. Danny Andrew with the delivery here. It could be Grieve underneath it. It is! Matt Macy's pretty good, isn't he? Let's be honest. Whipped again. Grieve again. Not going to get there. Jack Lancaster with a header. Macy certainly should have held it. Another corner, Cambridge. I saw just as I was powering up there, actually Jordan Cousins on the edge of the box in loads of space. Ball will fall to him here. The touch is decent. Zeno finds Lancaster. Lancaster scored the goal to give us the win in the first leg. Oh, can't find the back of the net this time. But as long as the ball's at this end of the pitch, it means Pompey aren't scoring. Pack. Adam May can't quite get it off him. Lancaster dropping back. No foul. Space to get into. Don't rush it, Ches. Don't rush it. Take your time. Thomas. Adam May. And, oh, what an interception. Lancaster wins it back, though. And Lancaster will go again. And Grieve will look for him. Jack! Chest touch is too heavy. Zach Jules wins that well. Thomas finds Grieve. Lancaster. Now free kick for Cambridge. I'm not going to take this quickly. Oh, maybe I should have done to Lancaster. I don't know. It's a long way out. But Danny Andrew does have a fantastic left foot. We'll go for it. First half stoppage time. Danny Andrew held by the keeper. Oh, it's a great ball. Needed the power on it to get it through the gap. Through the gap it went. Lang. Excellent tackle by Cousins. Forward quickly to Grieve. Any time. Oh my lord. Raggett running the risk of getting himself sent off here now as well. Grieve will feel aggrieved for being wiped out like that, and the referee is going to give a yellow card, and rightly so. Portsmouth killed, well, very nearly. Didn't kill, but did ultimately kill their game last time out with a red card. Almost making the same mistake twice. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny, lad. Danny Andrew delivers the ball. Looking for Grieve on the volley. It bounces kindly for Macy. Going to have to make some substitutions of my own. Not necessarily for a change in quality. Just for fresh legs. Can't afford to get outdone and be tired at a vital moment. At the hour mark. And still 2-1 in front on aggregate. This is coming over here, but Zach's there. And it's a great leap by Zach Jules. Lancaster, take your time. Don't rush it. Don't waste it. Keep the ball away from them. Get the job done. Thomas, borderline offside. Linesman keeps his flag down. Thomas, May, Lancaster, Wembley bound. Cambridge 1, Portsmouth 0. Cambridge 3, Portsmouth 1 on aggregate. And Jack Lancaster, the man that's going to be transfer listed in the summer because he has been in real life. And the moment is sending us to Wembley. Grieve with the assist. They make quite a partnership, actually. Bennett. Thomas. Oh. Nicely done. Lancaster rise to the challenge. Bennett. Bennett still. Bennett still. A dangerous ball in. Lancaster could win this. Does so. Can't find Brophy, though. Get out, I think is probably the phrase. Shouted by the defenders there. 2 changes. Lancaster and Grieve off to rest them for the final, which we hope we will reach. George Thomas using the run of Jordan Cousins there as a bit of a decoy. Delivers across. It's dangerous, but McIntyre's in the way, and the keeper will deal with it and take the advantage. Good block. It's going to go out for a corner, is it? No, kept in. Blocked again by Bennett. Sparks recovers. Back to McIntyre. Don't write Portsmouth out. We know better than to write Portsmouth out. Seen what Barnsley have done to us previously in this save, and Bishop is trying to channel his inner Devante Cole. 1-1 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. Hold your breath. Hold your nerve. Just don't make any mistakes, Ches. Just don't make any mistakes, and the game's yours. Jordan Cousins, run for the corner, lad. He's doing so. Got Brophy in support. Pass given away, though, by Jordan Cousins. Oh, trying to take a tactical red card on my own here. Colby Bishop. With the option down the line. Lang. 89th minute. Lowry. Great through ball. Lang. Bishop. Extra time beckons. Portsmouth score in stoppage time. 2-1 on the night, 3-3 on aggregate. Another 30 minutes. Brophy. What are you doing, Swanson? What are you playing at, pal? Pompey trying to shake us here. Make us tremble in our boots. Brophy with a terrible ball. Adame. Oh, there's a free kick for something. Okay, I'll take it. Digby. Brophy. Danny Andrews running. Really going to risk that. Zeno with a switch. We've done it before. We can do it again. Let's score against Portsmouth. Soleil Kaikai racing away. In towards the middle. Gassan! Side netting only. McIntyre. Great ball. Lowry. Danger. Swanson. Little back heel. Shonessa coming forward. Gassan can't get there. Adame trying to force the issue. Well in. Oh, as if that's fallen straight back to him. Given away. What? Oh. What for? Free kick Portsmouth. Marlon Pack. What they're doing. Where are they going? It's going to be Sparks. Oh my God, Jack Stevens, I love you. What a save. Pompey going short from the corner. And flashbacks to the Bolton game. It was going to be another unbelievable. Why are you doing that? Lang. Well in. Great tackle. Brophy to Gassan. Brophy's going to go again. Gassan will look for him. Brophy's got the legs on Swanson here for sure. It's going to be penalties. It's going to be penalties. Oh, mate. A playoff semi-final. Penalty shootout for a place at Wembley. We didn't get the Adam May for Soleil Kaikai for Fajiri substitution made because the ball didn't go out of play. They have better penalty takers than us. For a place at Wembley, a penalty shootout. Colby Bishop down the middle, 1-0 Portsmouth. Gassan Ahadme. Down the middle. Hits the bar. Marlon Pack. Berries. 2-0 Portsmouth. How has Gassan missed that penalty? I got that in the bloody green. Kachunga. Buries it. Lang. 3-1. Soleil Kaikai needs to bury. Soleil Kaikai does. Lowry. Mids. Oh, I felt like I dived the right way. I need to score. It's Danny Andrews' left foot. He has to bury it. Otherwise, we are out. Oh, my Christ. Jack Stevens versus Swanson. I went the right way twice. We couldn't get there twice. With 8 minutes to go in regulation time, we had a 2-goal advantage. Portsmouth, in the Football Manager save, knocked me out of the League One playoffs. Portsmouth, in the FC24 save, knocked me out of the League One playoffs. I can't believe Gassan missed that penalty. I could have sworn I got that firmly in the green. How he's hit the bar there, I don't know. A squad rebuild is on the way in the summer. And it's a squad rebuild that will have to be done to see us try again to get out of League One to the Championship. We'll go to the end of the season. We'll have a full season roundup. But I ain't happy. A couple of final press conference questions before we head into the season roundup. One from Pilly Strick says, after turning down a very good bid from SVV Jan Regensburg for Soleil Kaikai, does this mean he will be in future plans and a possible contract extension? Soleil at present is in our starting lineup and is contracted for next season. That will not change. He did sign an extension, I believe, earlier in the season to keep him at the club for next season. Regensburg, by the rules of the save, isn't a very realistic bid. That's why we turned it down. If a realistic bid comes in and it's from a club, as we mentioned previously, that we could understand that the player might want to leave to, then we will accept said bid. And the final question is from Marcus Bishop, who says, with Danny Andrews seemingly coming into the twilight of his career, have you put any thought into a potential replacement as of yet? I'm sure you'll agree. His crossing has been a big part of chance creation for your team this season. I do agree. Danny Andrew will still be at the club next year, but he is in the twilight of his career. His overall is dropping, and we will need a new starting left back next year. Who that is, I don't yet have any idea. We will have a look through the free agent market in the off-season and see who might well become available. It depends on our transfer budget, depends on our wage budget, all of which we will find out as we progress into Season 2 later in the week. We will have a player awards ceremony episode tomorrow, as well as probably a bonus episode for a goal of the season nomination video for you guys to vote on. But right here, right now, let's have a look and see how things went on in this save. In the playoff semi-finals, we were defeated by Portsmouth. You know who went up, you know who went down. Bolton and Derby automatically relegated. Cheltenham, Carlisle, Burton and Port Vale. The FA Cup was won by Manchester United by 4-3 against West Ham. What a result there. Lots of goals at Wembley again. In the Carabao Cup final, Spurs 2, Manchester City 3. In the Bristol Street Motors, Wrexham won by 2-1. So they come back to the Football League and get a trophy. Whether they got promoted or not, we'll find out in due course. And Portsmouth beat Barnsley. We don't have to play Pompey next year. Barnsley won 2-0 in their second leg against Borough. We will be playing Peterborough next season in League One. We hope challenging for the league title. Portsmouth won, Barnsley 0. They will be Championship next season. Pre-season was topped by ourselves, of course. Good prize money there. We hope to do that again next season. The UEFA Super Cup was actually won by Sevilla over Manchester City by 3-2. The Champions League was won by Paris Saint-Germain by 3-2 against Bayern. Europa League won by Man United by 2-1 over Roma. And we know that Aston Villa won the Europa Conference League by 2-0 over Lille. The Euros are ongoing. We will show you the winner of that in the next season. Czech Republic, Finland, Ukraine, Sweden. Germany, Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, Belgium, Spain, Romania, Wales, Portugal, France, Italy, England. The groups there. England losing 4-0 to Portugal in the opening game. That's not great, lads. With regards to players in our division, top goal scorer this year was Devante Cole, level with Collins of Bolton with 27. Dion Charles with 19 for Bolton as well. Lots of familiar names from scoring against us in that list. Gassan was our top league goal scorer with 13. There comes in 17th in the league. Creatively, nobody for us in the top 10. It's George Thomas with 6 assists in 14th there. Bishop for Portsmouth with the silver boot, as we dub it. We did have Soleil there with 5 assists for Cambridge too. Clean sheet wise, Jack Stevens didn't get the Golden Glove award. It was Will Norris for Portsmouth, who didn't play in the playoffs, but didn't need to ultimately. It's not like their goalkeeper made a save in the playoff, in the penalty shootout either, though. Just Gassan hitting the bloody bar. Can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I'm absolutely devastated. I thought it was written in the stars. I really did. Well then, other leagues. Who went up? Who went down? Joining us from League 2 next year will be Swindon, Salford and Grimsby, and one of Wrexham, Stockport, Crawley and Mansfield in the playoffs. Relegated to the National League would have been Newport County and Colchester by a single goal. Accrington survive. Coming down from the Championship and joining us in League One next season will be Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday and Huddersfield Town. Which I think is actually the real life relegated 3. No, Birmingham got relegated, didn't they? Wednesday survived. Huddersfield, Sheffield Wednesday and Rotherham come down. Promoted to the Premier League will be Leeds and Southampton automatically. One of Leicester, West Brom, Norwich and Watford. Be nice if Leicester win the playoffs to see at least 2 of the 3 real life sides promoted get there. But Leeds and Southampton don't fight it out at Wembley. They both get automatic promotion this time around. And in the Premier League, Manchester City top the table. Man United 2nd, Liverpool 3rd and Arsenal 4th. Chelsea with Europa League football. Although, they will get it because Man United finished in a Champions League spot. Chelsea get Europa League. Aston Villa also get Europa League football for winning the Europa Conference League next season, or last season. So I think Spurs get the Conference League spot via the league finish. And relegated, Burnley, Sheffield United and Luton Town. So again, nice to see the realistic sides get relegated that did in real life. We didn't update the tables. Turns out we didn't necessarily have to in some occasions. That will be Paris Saint-Germain winning in Ligue 1 quite comfortably there. In Ligue 2, it's Bordeaux back to the big time. In the Bundesliga, FC Bayern München ahead of Leverkusen. In Serie A, it's Inter from Roma, from AC Milan, Juventus only 4th. In the Eredivisie, it's Ajax from Feyenoord by a single point. Feyenoord won the league in real life over there, didn't they, with Arne Slot getting the league title before, of course, moving to Liverpool. Porto win in Portugal. In the SPL, it's Celtic from Rangers. Rangers a long way behind and only above Hearts on goal difference there. And in La Liga, it's Real Madrid from Barcelona. From Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad get that final Champions League spot there. With regards our squad then, nobody grew by more than 3 as per the rules of the save, so pleased with that. We have a lot of players that will be... Oh, it was PSV that won in the Eredivisie. I apologise. Ryan has corrected me supposedly in the live chat. So nobody grew by more than 3, which is as per the rules, so pleased with that. Of course, next season, some will be allowed to grow by 4. Those award winners that we'll find out who won those awards tomorrow. Jack Stevens up by 2. We love Jack. He is probably going to be my player of the season. Barden was in on loan. Did well in the... Well, he played more than the one game because we had to bring him back on loan because he got called back because the game is the game. So he was alright, I suppose. James Holden will leave us at the end of the season. His contract is expiring, as is the case in real life as well. Danny Andrew down by 2. We'll let his contract expire at the end of next season, but he will be at the start of season 2 our starting left back. But we will be looking for another because Dunk leaves us, going to Sandhausen. Hornstrup leaves us, and Ben Jackson, obviously, his loan spell will come to an end. So we will need a new left back next year. Ryan Bennett leaves us. Michael Morrison does not yet, but I will probably look to sell him in the summer or just let his contract expire at the end of next season. One of the two. He's valued at 130 grand. If we need the wages, we might let him go. Zach has come in, gone down 1 since the injury, but surely will start to grow again next year. And hopefully will do so. Jubril, we will transfer list. He will be leaving us in the summer as per the plans for Cambridge United in real life. Zeno's contract is expiring at the end of next season, but we may well look to give him an extension depending on the finances and who becomes available in the transfer window. I think Zeno's probably earned the right to continue on as a starting centre-back and stay at the club. Could get up to 67 rated, of course, next year with another growth of 3, and I'd be happy for him to do so. Job, loan listed, still waiting for someone to come in realistically for him. Gibbons played the cup competitions for us as per all of the other loanees. Ben Jackson got more first-team football than anyone else of the loanee players, outside of Gassan, obviously. And Liam Bennett will be our starting right-back next year. Unless, of course, someone comes in for him to steal him away, which we desperately pray doesn't happen. We will absolutely offer him a contract extension, and we may well look to do that if someone comes in for him that we think a wage rise contract extension would have him stay with us rather than move away from us. But we will need a new rotation right back, so we will be looking for 2 fullbacks in the summer. Jordan Cousins has been rock solid. and we're happy to have him and his experience with us for another season. Digby, similarly, he's grown to 65 and he can do a job at centre-back, of course, so we'll look to keep him on at the club. Adam May has also been very solid, 2 goals and an assist in his rotation football for him this season. Simps has been out on loan at Crewe and grown by 2. Transfer listed in real life. Crewe have a loan to buy deal, so they should sign him in the summer. Says he's back on July the 1st. We anticipate him actually being signed by Crewe, and when that happens, we'll update the finances, of course. Saleh has a year left on his contract. 6 goals, 5 assists. Good on the wing. Could be better. Could we sign someone to be better? Maybe. We'll see what the finances look like. Ibrahim Rose called up and will be loaned next year. Kachunga grew well, actually. Didn't expect him to grow this year and expected him to decline, but 3 goals, 2 assists for him as a squad player. Very, very good indeed. And will continue to expire at the club, as it is my anticipation for Liam Lee to be his replacement in the squad. He's up by 6, but that's with a position change, so that's still well within the rules of the save. George Thomas is up by 1. George will maybe get a contract extension next year. 3 goals, 6 assists this season for him from a starting and not starting point of view, so fair enough. Jack Lancaster, transfer listed as per the real life situation. 7 goals, 5 assists for him. If nobody comes in for Jack and Jubril in the summer transfer window, nobody realistic comes in for Jack and Jubril in the summer transfer window, we will consider keeping them longer term, depending on what you guys decide. Value is currently at £950,000 with a release clause of 1.1. Glenn McConnell out on loan at Newport, grown up by 2, still very young with the potential to grow more, so we'll wait and see what happens with him. James Brophy up by 1 this season and very, very good for us. 8 goals, 3 assists. I think the second highest goal scorer at the club, maybe third behind Faye. We'll find out in a moment. We probably will look to extend his contract, but we'll wait and see again who's available. Sakes is leaving us to Fleetwood. Lyle Taylor will leave us at the end of the season. Fajiri will leave us at the end of the season. He got 9 goals in the league this season. Gassan got 13. Whether he comes back or not is up to you. Grieve, he did quite well, didn't he? Did really well. 4 games played, 2 goals. At present, will be our starting striker next year, although we are going to look to do some more business in that regard. And Joseph Vegas will go out on loan next year, but he, prior to Greaves' arrival, would have been the only striker on the books this season. In the youth academy, we have a handful of players. Dylan Dodds is 61 rated and could very much come up to the first team picture next year and do a job. Might mean that we don't need to sign a backup winger, because if he gets enough first team football, then he could be good enough. Certainly 1 to 4 potential play styles for him. Bourne is growing, up 3. Bentley is growing, up 3. Clarkson is up 7, up 13, but with a position change. He was a left back, but with tackling of 34, wasn't a left back. We changed him to a left mid and he jumped. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, and will continue to grow next year. Whether we call him up or not, I don't know. He's only 16, so we'll probably leave him there until he asks to get called up, I imagine. Forrest we probably will call up, as well as Dodds. And we'll look probably to get Forrest a loan deal, although he's only 16 as well, so maybe we'll leave him down there until he says, I want to leave, I'm going to go. And then Dyer, we're waiting for him to change to a striker, because I think his overall is going to jump, although technically he doesn't really have much behind him at the moment, but is a high potential player, as you can see, but obviously it's going to take him years to get there, so I don't mind the fact that he's got high potential at the moment. But next season, I will look to only send my youth scout out for positions that are missing on this list. So we will have a striker, we will have 3 wide men, but obviously Dodds we're going to call up to the first team. We'll have 2 goalkeepers, although I'm probably going to let Bentley go. 52 rated, 56 rated Bourne, even though his potential is lower, I'm probably going to let Bentley go. In fact, I'll do that now. We'll release him here. No, what we'll do is we'll call him up to the senior team and then release him so that he's still in the save. That will be the fairest thing to do, so that he continues to be in the save and maybe we stumble across him later on in the save. Who knows? Release player. That's what you guys had called for me to do in the comment sections. That's what we will. So we have a goalkeeper, we have wide men, we'll have a striker, but we will need a defensive line and central midfielders as well. And that's what we'll look to do with the youth squad next season. That is all of season 1 done at this stage. So our financial situation, as we end season 1 and head into season 2 there at the beginning of there, our overall season budget is £2,688.5 million. That's what the bank balance reads. We'll update your player of the year, etc. award stuff once I've had that feedback. So as we head into the next season, as it stands, we will have a transfer budget of £800,000 because as we're still in League One, it will be 30% of our transfer budget that is made available for transfer. But we've got sales we're looking to make. We'll start actually in the top half. Our wage budget will go up because we finished in the playoffs, so we will get a boost to our wage budget, and obviously we've got sales to be made as well. But we'll wait and see what happens. We'll wait and see what happens. I need to, or will, update all of this, of course, as we progress into the next season. And we will be fully up to date for the start of season 2. That will probably be in a couple of days' time, of course, as we'll have the end of season award ceremony for you guys to have voted upon by the time you see this. And of course, we will have the goal of the month, goal of the season competition go live for you as a bonus video tomorrow as well. We'll do those as 2 separate, and I'll pop that video live on Twitter as well, I think, and that's where we'll have the vote a la the Cambridge United goal of the month that I've been presenter of for the past couple of years in real life as well. That's all for season 1. Join me for season 2. League One again, but if we can make the right transfers, keep hold of the right players, we'll go for the top 2 and automatic. I'll see you tomorrow for an award ceremony for the first time on the channel ever.